Today, we dive into a developing narrative that could shake up the 2025 Formula One season. Let's get into it. Jos Verstappen questions Red Bull's ability to deliver a competitive car in 2025 with the 2025 Formula One season fast approaching. Jos Verstappen, former F1 driver and father of four-time champion Max Verstappen, has voiced serious doubts about Red Bull's ability to produce a championship-winning car for his son. In an interview with F1 Insider, Jos expresses concerns, saying, "I still have some doubts about it. Red Bull needs to build a car that is more predictable in all conditions. If you look at the second half of 2024, you can't be optimistic. Red Bull simply failed to make the car consistently fast. So, why should that change this year?" The second half of the 2024 season saw a notable dip in Red Bull's performance, which coincided with Adrian Newey's departure to Aston Martin. Jos was candid about the impact of Newey's absence, stating, "As far as Newey is concerned, it's clear the car didn't improve after he left the team. The updates didn't work as expected. I've already spoken enough about why the team risks falling apart. Let's leave it at that. One thing is certain. Red Bull has a massive task ahead in 2025. Despite these challenges, Max Verstappen managed to clinch his fourth championship title with 2 races to spare, delivering a stellar performance at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix." Jos praised his son's efforts, highlighting how Max consistently performed at the highest level. He was incredible in 2023. But of course, 2024 was tougher because the car wasn't the best, and he always had to drive on the limit without making mistakes. He did that extremely well, always giving 100%. This year, it became more evident to everyone that Max makes the difference compared to other drivers. The 2025 season kicks off on March 16th with the Australian Grand Prix, but fans won't have to wait that long to gauge the team's strengths. Pre-season testing is scheduled for February 26th to 28th at the Bahrain International Circuit, offering an early glimpse of what to expect. What do you think? Can Red Bull overcome these challenges and give Max Verstappen a car capable of defending his title? Or will this be the year other teams finally break through? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on everything Formula One. World on Wheels, where the passion for racing meets the road. See you in the next video. Max Verstappen has dominated Formula One since his first title win in 2021. By 2024, he had secured his 4th consecutive championship, cementing his place among the sport's greatest. But dominance doesn't come without scrutiny. Let's analyze Horner's speech and comment on this controversy involving the reigning world champion. The Dutch driver has been at the center of numerous controversies throughout his career. Critics often target his aggressive overtakes, controversial moves, and outspoken comments. In 2024, Verstappen faced penalties during key battles with Lando Norris, which only fueled the debates about his approach to racing. However, Verstappen has made it clear that he is unfazed by public opinion. As he put it, "I race my way. If people don't like it, that's their problem." Despite Verstappen's nonchalant attitude toward criticism, Red Bull's team principal, Christian Horner, sees things differently. In a recent interview, Horner described Verstappen as more sensitive than you think. According to Horner, Verstappen's aggressive driving style is not only a part of his DNA, but also a hallmark of great champions. "He's a driver who races aggressively," Horner stated. But Ayrton Senna, Michael Schumacher, and Lewis Hamilton were the same. They were all under the same spotlight at different times in their careers. Horner has consistently defended Verstappen against his detractors. In his opinion, much of the criticism is unwarranted, and he sees Verstappen as a driver who has matured significantly over the years. He joined us as a teenager, a product of Red Bull's junior team. His talent was obvious, Horner explained. Helmut Marko recognized that when Max was still in Formula 3, and he came to us very quickly after that. The speed hasn't changed, but his experience, perspective, and maturity have grown tremendously. Horner further emphasized the journey Verstappen has undertaken since joining Toro Rosso in 2015 and Red Bull's main team in 2016. "It's been a pleasure watching him grow from a boy into a man," Horner added. Since stepping into F1, Verstappen has developed into a driver capable of dominating the sport, winning the Drivers' Championship 4 times consecutively since 2021. As the 2025 season approaches, the question on everyone's mind is whether Verstappen can continue his reign. Potential challengers like Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc are expected to step up their game, but Horner remains confident in Verstappen's ability to stay ahead. "He's not just fast, he's smart, and that's what sets him apart," Horner said. Love him or hate him, Max Verstappen is undeniably a force to be reckoned with. As he gears up for another season, fans and critics alike will be watching to see if he can maintain his dominance, or if the tide will turn in favor of a new champion. In my opinion, it's very simple. If you're in Formula One and you want to be a champion, you need to do whatever it takes to get to the top. Being an aggressive driver should be a tactic of every driver who wants to gain points and win the championship. You're competing for the World Champion Award, not the Nobel Peace Prize. Racing is war. What do you think? Will Verstappen continue to reign supreme in 2025, or is it time for a new star to shine? Let us know. Max Verstappen and the billion-pound offer. Should he wait until 2026? Former Haas team principal Günther Steiner has advised Max Verstappen to wait until after the 2026 Formula One season before considering Aston Martin's reported £1 billion offer. The Red Bull racing driver, who secured his 4th consecutive Drivers' Championship in 2024, is under contract with the team until 2028. However, rumors have been swirling about a potential future with other teams. In an interview with GP Blog, Steiner initially stated that Verstappen should accept Aston Martin's offer regardless of the circumstances. $1 billion is a big number. Even if Max finishes last, he should take $1 billion, Steiner said. Some teams obviously can't afford him, but Aston Martin can. However, Steiner has since revised his stance, suggesting that Verstappen should wait until after the 2026 regulation changes to evaluate his options. Why 2026 is a key year for Formula One. The 2026 season will bring significant technical and power unit regulation changes to Formula One. Steiner emphasized the importance of Red Bull providing Verstappen with a competitive car under the new rules. If the car is good in 2026, it will be good for another 3 or 4 years. When you start with new regulations, a new concept, and a new car, it takes considerable time to get out of that phase, he added. One of the most notable aspects of the 2026 regulations is the removal of the Doctor's drag reduction system, which will be replaced by a new manual overtaking mode, similar to systems used in IndyCar and Formula E. Additionally, F1 will introduce new, more sustainable power units, which could shake up the competitive order among teams. Steiner believes that waiting until 2026 will give Verstappen a clearer picture of which teams will be the most competitive under the new regulations. It's just a matter of waiting for 2026. I don't know Max's contract, what's in there, or how he can leave, but I assume he has a team performance clause. If the team is not good, he can leave after 2026 because that will be the key moment. Is the £1 billion offer realistic? Steiner also expressed skepticism about the legitimacy of Aston Martin's reported £1 billion offer. $1 billion? It's a bit exaggerated because that would set a record that would never be broken. It's somewhat fictional, but I'm sure Aston Martin would pay a substantial amount for him, he said. If Verstappen were to move to Aston Martin, Steiner believes that 2027 would be the most likely scenario. However, he warned that there is no guarantee that Aston Martin will be competitive after 2026. Maybe it's a 2027, but again, there's no guarantee for Max that Aston Martin will be good, he concluded. Potential changes in the 2025 driver market. The speculation surrounding Verstappen's future comes amid significant changes in the F1 driver market. Sergio Perez has been dropped by Red Bull for 2025, with New Zealander Liam Lawson set to partner Verstappen. Meanwhile, Yuki Tsunoda has been given a dual role, driving for Racing Bulls, formerly AlphaTauri, while serving as Red Bull's reserve driver. There have also been rumors about Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari, which many believe is his last shot at securing an 8th World Championship. Hamilton, who lost the 2021 title to Verstappen in a controversial final lap at Abu Dhabi, has struggled in recent seasons with Mercedes' underperforming car. However, the British driver hopes to challenge Verstappen alongside McLaren's Lando Norris for the 2025 title. Former Dutch racing driver Mike Hesmans believes Norris is the favorite for the 2025 season. The one with the best car will win. That's just how it is. And it looks like McLaren has the best car, Hesmans told Racing News. Max is super strong, of course, but if McLaren, Ferrari, and Mercedes step up, we could see a fantastic season. I think McLaren still has the strongest car, and Norris had an excellent final stretch in 2024, so I'd say he's a favorite. However, Hesmans believes Verstappen has an advantage over his rivals due to Red Bull's team structure. Unlike McLaren and Ferrari, which have two highly competitive drivers, Red Bull has positioned Lawson as Verstappen's clear number 2. That's the problem for McLaren and Ferrari. They have two very strong and closely matched drivers. Red Bull doesn't have that issue, so I think Max still has a great chance of becoming champion again, Hesmans explained. While Norris and Hamilton won't be able to rely on team orders, Verstappen is expected to receive full support from Red Bull. This could give the Dutch driver an edge in the 2025 championship battle, even if McLaren and Ferrari produce faster cars. What does the future hold for Verstappen? With all these factors in play, Verstappen faces a critical decision regarding his long-term future in Formula One. If Red Bull remains dominant under the 2026 regulations, staying with the team could be his best option. However, if Aston Martin emerges as a powerhouse with their new Honda engine and Adrian Newey's expertise, Verstappen may find the billion-pound offer too tempting to refuse. For now, all eyes will be on the 2025 season, where Verstappen will attempt to secure his 5th consecutive title. But as Steiner suggests, waiting until 2026 could be the smartest move for the Dutch superstar.
Get ready to explore the high-stakes world of Formula One in this video. We'll dive deep into Red Bull's monumental challenge of developing their first in-house engine with Ford for the 2026 season under revolutionary regulations. Plus, we'll uncover internal team dramas involving Max Verstappen and Helmut Marko, as well as Ferrari's bold moves for 2025. Can Red Bull maintain their dominance? Will Ferrari's risks pay off? Stay tuned for all the latest insights and analysis. Red Bull's engine challenge for 2026. What's at stake? Let's dive into one of the hottest topics in Formula One right now. Red Bull's engine project and the challenges they face as they prepare for the 2026 season. First, we know that the partnership with Honda is coming to an end after 2025, marking the final year of the Red Bull-Honda era. Red Bull has already heavily invested in its new powertrains division and is facing a monumental task, building its own power unit for 2026 in partnership with Ford. This isn't just any transition. The 2026 regulations represent one of the most significant changes in F1's 60-year history. Christian Horner, team principal of Red Bull, has referred to this project as the biggest challenge in Red Bull's history. While Horner expresses confidence in the team's talent, facilities, and unique Red Bull mindset, he acknowledges the long and difficult road ahead. Since establishing themselves as a dominant force in 2009, Red Bull has consistently been at the top of the grid, whether winning championships or being a constant threat to the leaders. Naturally, expectations for 2026 are sky high. However, Horner's cautious optimism suggests a strategic approach to managing those expectations. To ensure a competitive entry into this new era, Red Bull has recruited top talent, including several experts from Honda, who initially planned to exit F1 before deciding to return. Even with these resources, the task remains daunting. Red Bull's first self-developed engine comes under an incredibly challenging new regulatory framework. Many teams are already reporting significant hurdles in developing their 2026 power units, adding to the complexity of Red Bull's undertaking. We'll have to wait until 2026 to see how this project unfolds. But for now, the spotlight is on whether Red Bull can live up to their reputation and remain a frontrunner in the new era of Formula One. Fingers crossed for a competitive and exciting outcome for the team. Max Verstappen and the Red Bull internal drama. While Red Bull tackles their engine challenge, the team has also faced internal turbulence. Max Verstappen, their star driver, stirred the paddock in 2024 with strong remarks about his future at Red Bull. He made it clear that his loyalty to the team hinges heavily on the presence of Helmut Marko, a close ally. Rumors of Marko's potential departure sparked speculation about Verstappen's own future with the team. The 2024 season saw conflicts within Red Bull's management, contrasting with the team's early dominance on track. As the season progressed, issues with the car's performance and internal power struggles took center stage. Verstappen's strong ties to Marko became evident when he publicly supported him, even as Christian Horner reportedly clashed with the Austrian advisor. For now, Marko has extended his contract with Red Bull, much to Verstappen's relief. However, should Marko retire in the near future, Verstappen could be tempted by offers from rival teams such as Mercedes or Aston Martin. Verstappen has already hinted at his openness to new challenges, especially if Marko were to join him. This situation is a reminder of the intricate relationships that define Formula One. While Verstappen has a solid rapport with Horner, his father, Jos Verstappen, has been openly critical of the Red Bull team principle. This dynamic adds another layer of complexity to Verstappen's future with the team. How this all plays out could shape the driver market and team dynamics for years to come. Ferrari's bold changes for 2025. Let's shift gears to Ferrari, who are making waves with their 2025 car development. The team has already passed their crash tests, and the early design concepts for the new car are generating buzz. Among the notable changes, Ferrari will switch from a pushrod to a pull-rod front suspension while retaining the pull-rod setup at the rear. This aligns their design philosophy more closely with trends seen across the grid. Additionally, Ferrari is optimizing the side pod air intake placement to reduce turbulence from the front wheels. Data from their 2024 car, the SF24, has been instrumental in addressing porpoising issues, which will further influence their 2025 design. However, the team has faced setbacks with aerodynamic updates that introduced new challenges during the 2024 season. These lessons are critical as Ferrari aims for a competitive 2025 campaign. Team principal Frédéric Vasseur has stated that the 2025 car will be 99% different from its predecessor. This highlights Ferrari's willingness to take risks as they seek to maximize performance before the new 2026 regulations come into effect. A competitive Ferrari could make 2025 a thrilling season with multiple teams fighting at the front. Looking ahead to 2026 and beyond as Formula One gears up for a transformative era in 2026, teams are balancing their focus between immediate gains and long-term planning. Red Bull, Ferrari, and others are all making bold moves to position themselves for success. While 2025 may be the last year of relative stability under the current rules, it promises to be an exciting season with plenty of storylines to watch. What are your thoughts on these developments? Will Red Bull rise to the challenge? Can Ferrari finally reclaim championship glory? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to World on Wheels for all the latest F1 insights. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.
Welcome back to World on Wheels. Today, we're diving deep into what's shaping up for the 2025 Formula One season. With a stable set of regulations, you might think it's going to be a quiet year, but there are some noteworthy tweaks and updates that could have a significant impact. Let's break it all down, from flexible rear wings to weight changes, sprint races, and more. Buckle up, because this is going to be a thorough analysis for all the F1 enthusiasts out there. Let's kick off with the rear wing regulations. Remember the controversy around flexible rear wings in recent seasons? Teams faced bans on certain designs, and the FIA is taking no chances for 2025. They've promised stricter oversight to ensure compliance. While front wing regulations remain unchanged, allowing for some flex seen in prior years, the rear wings, often designed with an arch-like structure to improve aerodynamic stability, will be under the microscope. In fact, the FIA has tested solutions like additional fasteners to reduce flex, but no consensus was reached with the teams. Instead, the FIA will rely on more rigorous testing to ensure teams don't exploit loopholes during races. The big question is, will these arched wings become a contentious topic again in 2025, or will teams play fair this time around? Only time will tell. Another important change is the increase in car weight. The minimum weight has gone up from 798 kilograms to 800 kilograms. For drivers, the minimum weight requirement is now 82 kilograms. Smaller drivers like Yuki Tsunoda will need ballast added to their cars to meet these standards. Additionally, if race temperatures exceed 30.5 degrees Celsius, drivers will need to wear cooling vests, adding even more weight. This could push the car's minimum weight to 805 kilograms. Remember, this doesn't include fuel. With a full tank, F1 cars are approaching 900 kilograms, a far cry from the much lighter cars of previous decades.